thanks very much. Oh. Thank you very much, Andy, for inviting me along to speak for you today at your sleep quality enhancement clinic. We had a conversation a wee while back after I'd met you on a networking event, and I got talking to you about what's happened in my life over the past wee while. And we're now at 15 weeks that I've been using this product, and it's 15 weeks now that I haven't taken a painkiller, which is always a bonus. But on top of that, I noticed that a lot of things started happening around my sleep patterns, my REM sleep, and the way that I sleep now has changed quite a lot. And a lot of it is down to having no pain. When we start looking at all aspects of neurology, that we do find that sleep deprivation, interrupted sleep, and poor sleep is down to the fact that even though we are asleep, we're not sleeping properly because of the pain levels that we're in, or not being able to get comfortable, and that causing issues within the body. So I do have a little picture here. Let me share the screen. So how does neurology affect your health? So when we're looking at it, so if we have poor non-functioning neurology, we have aches and pains, headaches, so it says there, digestive problems. Biggest one here for you, the trouble sleeping. And we end up with decreased energy levels, high blood pressure, breathing issues, fatigue and energy. Again, this is down to sleep. It's all coming down to sleep, depression, hormonal imbalance. It all comes from neurology. However, it all gets affected when we sleep, because as we know, or as some of us know, that our body can only repair itself when it's asleep. So if we're not sleeping properly, if we're not getting that quality sleep that our bodies need, then this is going to have big impacts on the rest of the functioning of the body. And as it's showing you on this picture there, there's reasons why we have the causes of suboptimal neurology, but a lot of it, if we look at number 3, so stress, abuse, negative environments, a lot of us are in that at the minute, and we have been for the last 14 months or so. Whether that be because you've had issues around COVID, or the impact of it on your lives, whether that be from work-related, financial, any of these sorts of things. And these all impact on sleep. So if we can get the right optimal neurology, then we end up getting all of these things that are on the green side of the poster. And again, there we look, and better sleep is in that space. As I say, I now, I should just stop sharing the screen. I found within the first few days of using the Voxx products that my sleeping had changed dramatically. I was actually going to bed at night. I was tired by 10, half 10 at night, if not before. And it came up as one of the things that is a side effect of using this technology. And when we started looking into it, because as I say, I mean, I've done a bit around this. So my background is I studied dietetics, so I'm a nutritional consultant. So I look at that side of things as well. But when we started looking into why, and I started looking more into why, It's because my body was in homeostasis, so it wanted to sleep to try and fix itself. So I've found that I can go to bed now at 10 o'clock. I can be asleep by 10:30, and I can sleep through till sometimes 8 o'clock in the morning. My body sleeps for the amount of time that it wants to sleep for. Sometimes I can be up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm wide awake, I'm ready to go, I'm full of energy, because I've obviously had the right amount of sleep for my body for that day. And this is one of the things that we'll look at when we start looking at REM sleep and stuff like that, is that people think that we should be getting 8 hours of sleep a night. However, it's what your body needs. Now that could be 5 hours a night, or it could be 10 hours. It depends what your body's got to fix in itself. So now for me, when I wake up in the morning, I wake up awake and I'm ready to go for the day. I don't get fatigued throughout the day. I'm not tired. I'm not wanting to sleep in the afternoons where I used to. I was always wanting an afternoon nap. Still thought I was back out in Spain trying to have a wee siesta. But it has changed the way that my body functions as well. You know, as I say, my energy levels are increased. My concentration levels have increased because I'm not tired. And being dyslexic, that has been a major impact. You know, having that concentration and being able to look at stuff online or reading articles and actually taking that information in, because I'm not fatigued and I'm not tired. You know, so all of these things come down to the way that our brain is functioning. And that's why, I mean, I got introduced to the Voxx stuff for around pain levels, but the impact it has had on other areas of my life have just been immense. And as I say, one of them being sleep. I actually enjoy my sleep, and I would say go to bed, and whereas before I used to be tossing and turning and trying to get comfortable, and I wouldn't be in the right position, and I'd get restless legs and all these things that would stop the body from going into proper REM sleep, because the brain was still constantly fighting other things that were going on within the body. That doesn't happen anymore. I'm now in a position where when I go to bed, my body goes into rest mode, and then I fall straight into a sleep mode. And sometimes I can't even remember falling asleep. Whereas before, I would know roughly roundabout when I went to sleep. I would be up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. As I say, it would be stress, it would be pain, all these things that are affecting sleep, and then have that knock-on effect of affecting the rest of your life and the rest of the next day and into the future. And these are the things that we've got to take into consideration when we're looking at our sleep quality, making sure that we can drop off and wake up when our body is ready, and giving ourselves time as well to fix. So, I mean, that's sort of in a nutshell. There's a few ways that, you know, that with the Voxx stuff that works, because you've got the HPT stuff, which is the one that I used for the pain and stuff like that, and that works by putting the brain into homeostasis. And then there is actually REM patches as well that can help with sleep if people are really struggling to get into that REM sleep. These are the things that can be done, but having that right optimal neurology is the key to sleep and health and well-being. Do you have any questions on